song on the album, and I think it kind of sets the mood for the record because it takes a little bit of time to warm up and kind of grooves for a while, and then kicks in with the song. I was coming off of a snowboarding incident where I broke my pelvis and kind of laid up for a short period of time. I was back up and running in about a week, but being down for a week was pretty hard for me, which isn't really that long of time for having a broken pelvis, all things considered.
I was really like itching to play guitar and write music. I was just like, when I'm in a situation where I have to be separated from that, like the situation I was in where I was recovering from a bad accident and kind of broken. When I emerged from that, I was really dying to play songs and write songs.
The song's kind of about just like touching into that, like a sort of wild animal spirit and being free, you know, and like whatever it is, love or nature or something that just kind of tips off that energy inside of you and makes you want to go and howl. I think I'm most excited about a song called My Hands Don't Lie because it was probably the freshest song that I had written right before going into the studio, and so it didn't have a lot of I didn't really know it that well when I recorded it. I had a vision of what I wanted it to sound like, but it's not like a song that I played live a whole lot, or it's not a song that anybody has even really heard other than people that have come to the shows and heard it acoustic. I just had just kind of tracked a little acoustic version of it at home, and then went into the studio and we recorded the whole song, and it's just got a really good feel. It's an up-tempo number, and I like it because it's a pretty rockin' song, but it's pretty stripped down too. Like the drums are kind of minimal, just sort of kick and snare and some tambourine, and then the guitar too. It's mostly acoustic guitar and electric piano, and yet it fills out pretty nicely. There's some electric guitar in it too in some spots. I wrote it when I was really struggling with my job that I had and my health, my skin. I had this horrible skin irritation on my hands, eczema, and I found that when I wasn't under stress and I was happiest in life, my skin irritation would go away and my hands would be all cleared up. And so I wrote the song "My Hands Don't Lie" because it's kind of like I call it the spiritual barometer. If I'm in a good place in life, then my hands are all clear and not broken out. And oddly enough, when I left my job of 11 years, my hands quit flaring up with eczema. So.
A song like I Believe, I'd never put drums or bass to that song before. I recorded it for the Golden Fade album with just guitar and mandolin, you know, and it didn't have those other instruments. But I always knew like I want this song to have like this kind of world beat to it, you know? When I wrote that song, I was heavily under the influence of African music, and you can't hear that influence in the way I recorded it before, but I wanted that feel in that song. And like, it was one of the cooler experiences of recording there was sitting down with Bobby and Sam and kind of saying, guys, this is what I want something like this. And then those two guys getting their head into that, and we collaborated and came up with a cool beat for that song.
And that one in particular is a cool tune because I wrote it right after my second son West was born, and it's basically all about it's about that experience, the day he was born, and the magic of his birth. While everything was just perfect, the magic of childbirth kind of wore off at some point, and the gravity of bringing another life into the world kind of sunk in. And, you could kind of hear reality sort of creeping up on you. The Highway 5 out my back door, and traffic on the street, telephones buzzing. And it's the song for him, and it's kind of my song about, just the lifestyle that our family's chosen, and hopefully we're not a hindrance to his ability to live and be successful and prosper in life. And it's kind of like a song where I feel like I'm telling him, go forward and do good, do everything you want to do, love to do, and the world will align for you. Another song that was like brand new, a really brand new song that I recorded for the album it's called Who You Were, and I wrote that last fall at the end of a pretty intense summer where I, for the first time, felt really connected with my parents' mortality. My mom had some heart issues, and I don't know that I'd really ever written a song about death before, and I got thinking about it a lot with that experience. And so it was a really fresh song, and I really wanted to make it happen for this album. And so we recorded it, and it's a real simple arrangement. It's sort of haunting. It's got some piano and guitar and vibraphone and just kind of a lone vocal track. And it's a really special song to me because of the time that it came from, and the experience I was having with my family and with my mom, who's doing well now, but just kind of touched in on life, and that it's a temporary thing, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. The album's cool too because it's a combination of like some brand new material and then some other songs, some older songs, even songs that I'd recorded before, but just felt like with the opportunity to record with and make an album with Sam, it would be a really fun time to revisit some other older songs and give them a new chance at recording. Kind of track them the way I'd always wanted to. I think like the album is it's a big change in my life. It's a big time in my life. It's a time of change. It's a time of just like listening to the world around, paying attention for signals, and then following them when they come. And the songs on that record are a lot about that. There's a story there that intertwines, that weaves those songs together about that experience, about change, about fear, about love, about death, about the predicament that we find ourselves in sometimes when we're living out of sync with what's natural for us.